This is the Own It Show, where we tell stories of how everyday people made ownership theirs to create extraordinary success.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Own It Show Weekly Wind Down Edition. Today, cheers. Let's cheers first. We're drinking Moscow Mules.
Moscow Mules, because we weren't in wine moods.
So today we are talking about our episode with Tim Gray. He is a biohacker, and to him, what he said is ownership is making it happen. In the episode, we talked a lot about what it takes to be a biohacker, all of the research that goes into it, but we also talked about the personalization piece of it, and got my blue light glasses on right now. One of the questions Justin asked was, how do you know what's right for you? There's so much information out there in today's day and age that it can feel extremely overwhelming. And he came up with the answer was so simple. It was essentially do things that are natural, right? So get sunlight, make sure that we're drinking mineral water, make sure that we're getting the right amount of sleep. It's these things that so easily get pushed to the back burner because life just happens. But when we start to reconnect to all these things, it was so clear that, of course, they go back to our 8 controllables. But it's just about prioritizing them and making sure that they're a part of our daily life.
So often we get so just focused on the top of the pyramid things, the things that are sexy, the things that are fashionable, the things that are seemingly cutting edge. But really, it's only bringing us back up to baseline that if we actually looked after these 8 controllables we talked about, these 8 core habits, the fundamentals from movement, from immune function, nutrition, hydration, mindset, environment, sleep, and nutrition, and got back to these core elements that truly matter to us, that like Elise said and Tim brought, is going back to nature, not focusing on getting that nootropic in, but rather making sure that we're getting 7.5 hours of sleep, not making sure that we are sitting in front of an infrared sauna, but rather seeing the sun go down every night and the sunrise every morning, getting the natural red light from the sun. And these are the things that just we can utilize and be so much better because we're operating at baseline. We're operating at a optimized level day in and day out. And then any nootropic we take, any red light therapy we get, any sauna we get, any new supplement that we take is going to take us beyond where we are naturally and really start to see the changes in a more effective way.
Yeah, completely. And another thing I thought was really interesting was that it became evidently clear that it wasn't just about the physical things. It was a lot about the mental and spiritual piece of things as well. He talked about finding a way to be where our feet are, connecting with sand, connecting with dirt, connecting with grass, and the fact that it electrically resets us. It has earthing. It has a physical reaction in our body when we do that. But also we talked about the mindset piece of things and how important it is because, you know, as we evolved, we weren't stressed about paying our bills and all of these other things that have become very new elements in all of our lives. And he has found a way to make sure that he is living in alignment with what he knows is best for him. He knows that he loves travel. So he has found and created a lifestyle in which he can live anywhere. He called it independent. I think he was independent living or something. I forget what he called it, but
senior citizens home.
Yeah, it wasn't that. But really, he knows what his North Star is, and he's going after it with a vengeance. And as a result, he has a positive mindset. He prioritizes self-care, and he actively manages his stress on a daily basis. And the importance of that does not go unseen or underrated at all.
And it's being able to, something I don't want to overlook that he talked about was his initial story of how he got into this, and how a lot of us get into this is we know that we wake up every day not feeling energized. We know we wake up every day feeling maybe having a headache or a stomach ache, or knowing that we're just not feeling great. We're not feeling ready to go. Tim, it was so far, and you've heard my story as well about my stomach issues I had, where they were just debilitating, and I was just like, doctors would tell me I was fine. Same thing with Tim. They were telling him, you're fine, there's nothing wrong with you. But you know deep intrinsically that something is wrong, and it's seeking to find the answers. It's seeking to find out, what can you do to create the change? Because life is too short to not feel optimized all the time. Life is too short not to feel good. Life is too short not to be in your genius and in your flow all the time, to be able to impart impact in this world. And so I give you permission to continually try to seek answers. And when an answer doesn't make sense, or it doesn't flow with what you're going for, continue to keep seeking the answers that you're looking for, because they will come. It takes more perseverance and an interest level in your overall health and wellness.
So with that, make sure you're trying to find some of those natural habits on a daily basis, incorporate them into your routine, and just start seeing what happens. See how things feel different. See if you wear a wearable, how it affects your data. Yep. And with that, cheers to you. Go on it.